Hello, Between the Reps listeners. Because Brooke is traveling right now, I know, I miss her too, we are airing a classic Between the Reps episode about Coachella. Because, let's be honest, we all miss being able to go to packed, sweaty gatherings full of people right now to hear live music. This week, we're featuring a great interview with Mike Finn, the former tour manager for DJ Dillon Francis, who gives us a behind-the-scenes look into what happens backstage at a massive music festival like Coachella. So until we can all gather in huge crowds to dance and sweat our lives away, there's at least this episode full of fun stories. We hope you enjoy it, and Brooke and I will be back together for another episode of Between the Reps next week.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Between the Reps with Brooke and Gina. And today, also, Katie.
We have Katie Hund, our friend Katie.
They let me on for a very small. I'm on a probationary.
She's on without a microphone.
Yeah, I'm keeping it from her.
I'm literally, I'm way over here.
Just don't yell.
Oh, okay. I've already fucked it up. I'm a Siamese twin with Gina. We are sharing headphones and a microphone.
We are. I'm in charge of it.
How sad is it that we only have two pairs of
I
headphones?
can't touch the microphones.
I know.
She can take it away at any point in time.
I know. It's like we're like in a closet. You know, like when you're a kid and you'd like shut all the lights off and sit in the closet and like chat. This is what we're doing right now.
We also have another guest. So you guys, we wanted to talk about Coachella today because that's happening or happened. In fact, that's how much I know about it. I thought maybe there was another weekend, but it's actually passed. And I've been to Coachella one time, and I went with a friend of mine. His name is Mike Finn. Love him dearly, bestest, closest friend, and I got to go. Look at my best friend sitting next to me, like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
both of us are like, Mike, what the hell is going on? You're her best friend now?
We thought it was just a war between me and Gina.
She uses this word way too loosely. This is
It's like
going to war.
It's like Daniel with his favorite of everything.
Yeah.
But my first time and my only time going to Coachella, I got to go with Mike, and he is a tour manager for Dillon Francis, and I got to experience it on like the behind the scenes and not necessarily as someone who is just going to the festival. I did obviously get to go and like watch people perform, but I really got to see the side that it's a job. And like I've known that, you know, people that are DJs, it's their job. But until I got to actually see all the work and the production that goes into building something like that, I didn't fully click.
Right. You just think it's a party for everyone.
So you guys,
a hot, dirty party.
Right.
So on that note, hi, Mike.
Hi.
Mike, tell everyone where you are right now.
I'm currently in a hotel room in Santa Monica, chilling 10 hours before I get on a red-eye flight.
And that's pretty much like your life all the time, right?
In a nutshell.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a nutshell. At least I have an ocean view this time.
That is nice.
That's
I'm
awesome.
Looking directly into Katie's eyes.
I just literally turned around and looked behind me to see who she was looking at.
Who, me?
What?
Oh my God, thanks.
We are sitting on Gina's couch drinking champagne.
Very close to each other.
We are.
Yeah.
Very close to each other we are.
So, Mike, are you in bed?
Yeah.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Yes. Are you under the covers or on top of the covers?
I'm on top.
Okay.
I'm kind of working, but I'm not at the same time.
Got it.
Yeah.
Me and
Are you guys in bed? Where are we going with this conversation?
I did not.
Are we about to have
This just took a
pillow
weird turn. It took a weird turn. No, anyway, that's where I would be. I would just be sitting on my bed.
She's just jealous that you're in bed.
Yeah, and I'm
with an
hunched
ocean
over
view.
sharing headphones with Katie on a couch.
And Brooke and I just worked out together, so we're
Yes, they're smelling really good.
Well, you also just worked out.
Well,
Gina.
I know, but I didn't work out that hard. Let's be honest. I don't sweat that often.
I work out just to the point where I start
Yeah.
sort of
Yeah,
sweating,
and then I'm
I
like, I'm
stop.
good. I glisten.
Oh, sorry, brain fart. So when I came with you to Coachella, was that wasn't your first time being there?
That was my first.
It was
year,
your first time. Had you been there? And no, you definitely had not. You're not really a festival kind of person, right? You
Yeah.
work in an industry
No.
that it really is your job, like tour manager. But like as far as anything outside of going to festivals or to shows, outside of being there for work, that's not your thing.
Well, I mean, I got started going to shows.
Okay.
Like, that's what made me fall into with, like, music and all that stuff.
Yeah, but like what type of music?
I grew up in, like, a Boston hardcore punk scene. So
Okay. I
kind of grew up going to being, like, a little... Can I swear on this?
Yeah, absolutely. Fuck.
Yeah, the podcast. Yeah, just I was like a little shitty punk kid from Boston and going to like hardcore and punk shows and starting to go on tour with like friends bands that to sell their t-shirts and sleep on basement floors and I don't know, shave mohawks and stuff. I don't know.
Started from the bottom, now you're here.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
I mean,
His
started
favorite
from sleeping on floors selling t-shirts to, I don't know, about to take a red-eye flight, but you got an ocean view.
Ocean view hotel room. Come on.
It's pretty nice.
That's right. That's the right way to think about this.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, and then yeah, just one thing led to another. Started selling t-shirts and like hanging out with my friends on the road and in a van, and then you just meet more people, and then they meet somebody, and kind of turns into a snowball effect. And I never worked with a company or anything, so it's just been kind of going off of like who I've met, and eventually after a while, just building up your resume, and people start to hear of you more than you hear of them, and you reach out, and, start getting calls for different opportunities.
Was working for Dylan your first tour managing job?
No, I've been touring since 2008.
Whoa, that's
So
a long
I'm
time.
going on 11.
As a
Last
tour
year,
manager?
11 years.
Wow.
11 years March. So yeah, just 11 years.
It's a long
Well,
time.
Dylan was the first DJ I've
Okay.
ever tour managed, or I've ever tour managed. But I did mostly bands and pop acts prior to that, and right before Dylan, I was doing a push artist, and I realized that wasn't the right fit. But yeah, and then I got hired for Dylan, and I've been with Dylan since September of 2014. So it's going on 4.5 years.
When it comes to, I mean, I obviously don't know everything that goes into that. I've seen a little bit of what you're doing. And when we were at Coachella, it's like I see you before you start, and then I sort of see you after, because you have obviously a lot of stuff you have to manage and put things together and make sure it's all running correctly. But what would you say is like one of the hardest things about managing? We'll keep it on Dylan, like managing a DJ and like what that takes to get those shows up and running.
DJs are weird in the sense of like they don't have any gear, so they just need their computer, and with that, the schedule of a DJ can be very taxing. And then you're trying to coordinate how you're doing multiple shows in one night in different states, in different time zones, and you have to somehow make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess like at the Coachella level, we have like Dylan's crew goes anywhere from 10 people to 40 people. So when Coachella, for example, we have like 43 people in 2017. Like that it just takes a lot of managing and delegating and just trusting guys that work with you. And you really depend on each department to kind of withhold their own, because you can't micromanage on a situation like that. But time is always like the biggest factor, because you can only set things up within 30 minutes before him going on. So it leaves very little room for error, specifically talking Coachella.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think the hardest part is just managing the people, and also keeping the artist's goals and visions alive. and trying to translate that to actuality. I think that's definitely hard to do sometimes, but once you're able to kind of understand the artist, you're able to, I don't know, drive his.
Probably have to run a really tight ship.
Yeah, I have a work face and I have a non-work face, and I like my not work face sometimes. I would never work for me. But that's okay.
Do you have a work
I don't
nickname?
have to do that.
Do you have a work nickname that people call you?
No.
He's like, no.
Really?
He's like,
you
no.
sure?
My name is Mike. That's who I am.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if there's any nicknames, they're probably not nice, and they're probably said behind my back. That's fine too. You know?
Same.
But the difference with DJs is like I know that like the hours are kind of crazy because like if it's like a regular artist, they're going on at like say like 8 or 9 or 10 or whatever. But a lot of these DJs like go on at like 2 a.m. or something, depending on where you're at, right?
I mean, those are only the nightclub shows. Now it's like all the festivals and all the one-off like normal venue shows that we do.
Okay.
Come off stage at like a somewhat more reasonable time, 11, 12 o'clock at night, which is still kind of later to some, but then when he does his residency in Vegas, that's the 1 to 3 a.m. shift, and that's
So you're
pretty
basically a
brutal after
vampire.
a while.
Yeah, it would be brutal.
Or like,
And especially if it's like a Wednesday or Thursday show, like you're going to bed when New York City is waking up, and so you're already going to bed with emails coming in and questions being asked, and you have to somehow go to sleep and wake up with
You go get in your casket.
way more of them. Yeah.
well, it's like when every like New Year's Eve, when I've like heard your schedule, it's insane. Like on New Year's Eve, what's the most shows you guys have played?
We did four shows in one day, technically 24 hours.
That's like them
That's
getting
it.
on a
That's
plane, going
crazy.
somewhere, going on.
Oh, not
going,
in the same place.
Going straight to a plane, flying, playing somewhere else. Getting on a
Yeah,
plane.
we did.
Oh my God.
We did Lake Tahoe, got on a jet, did 2 shows in San Diego, and then our jet got grounded, and we ended up driving back to LA, and then we did LA within 24 hours. And then we've also done like Seattle, Lake Tahoe to Seattle to LA. We did like where else have we done? Oh, a couple years ago, we did Portland, Oregon to Chicago to New Jersey, up to Los Angeles to New Jersey.
Within what?
That
Like
was
how many
awful.
hours?
That was 2 days.
Sounds
Holy
miserable.
crap.
Well, and then you think about like all the time change too. Like it's
Oh, right.
like one place to really to another, to another, to another. Mike doesn't sleep very much.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No,
He's a day
I'm the
sleeper.
king of a power nap.
Power nap.
I can't
Give
take
me
a
like
power nap. to
15
save my
minutes and cold brew and just have it on IV, and I'm good to go.
Nice. Cold brew coffee.
life. Yeah.
How hot was it at Coachella this year?
Oh, it's perfect. It was like last weekend 1, it was like 91, 92 every day. So it was
That's
amazing
pretty good
because
for
it was
there,
just
right? 'Cause
dry.
What's the hottest
Yeah.
it's been?
I have no idea. 2 years ago, it was like 104.
Yeah, it
So-
was
That's
hot.
miserable.
In the desert.
Okay, I have a question for you, Mike.
Then
Sorry, I
Yo.
didn't mean to cut you off. How hot was
No,
Brooke
go.
in her neck brace at Coachella? Not just looking,
Like,
but
no,
actually
people-
like with the
people
weather.
more worried. Like, you know what? I'd be throwing it into the category of like some serious like under boob sweat. I'm guessing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I did not touch either her under boob or her neck brace. So I don't.
Right.
But I would like to think that it was probably vile.
Did you
Yeah.
wash that neck brace after?
No.
I just feel you would be covered with makeup on the top,
So
And just drip
like a dirty turtleneck.
for the listeners, when I went to Coachella, it was post cervical fusion. that I had, and I had a neck brace. I remember Gina was like, we wanted to decorate it.
Yeah, we were going to put flower chains all over it.
That would have been perfect.
right? And I just kept like thinking of like Brooke, because like as soon as the music comes on, she can't like not move. And I was like, she's not supposed to move at all. And I was like, she's just going to look like a robot up there.
Just bouncing up and down,
Yeah,
like can't turn my
Yay.
head left or right, like trying to look like a full body turn to look to my left or my right to see if everyone else is having a
I just
good
kept
time.
imagining it, thinking like, oh my God, it's so funny.
The looks that she was getting at the pool were the part of the trip. Just because everyone's like, why is this like insanely jacked, beautiful blonde girl walking around but like has a neck brace? What
Seriously.
wrestler is she? And, like, who did she put through the holding table on WWE?
Right?
right.
I hate to be
Don't
the
mess
other
with
person.
that one. Don't mess with that
All
girl.
I'm picturing is the girl that dates Long Duck Dong in 16 Candles.
Oh.
Thanks, Katie. Did I just age myself?
Yeah, I think you just aged yourself. Where she's trying to drink out of the water fountain and can't reach it because she's got the neck brace on. Yes.
It was a soft collar.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, you could take it off.
If any of you out there experience stress, anxiety, chronic pain, or have trouble sleeping at least once a week, you are definitely not alone. Brooke and I also experience these things, as many of us do. But we discovered Feels. Feels is premium CBD delivered directly to your doorstep. Feels naturally helps reduce stress, anxiety, pain, and sleeplessness, which is a big one for us. All you have to do is place a few drops of Feels under your tongue and feel the difference within minutes. The thing to remember about CBD is that finding your right dose is important and everyone's dose is different, so leave room to experiment. Over the course of a week or so. You may need to take more or less to get the effects you're after. And Feels works naturally to help you feel better. There's no high, hangover, or addiction, which is a good thing. Feels has us feeling our very best every day, and it can help you too. Become a member today by going to feels.com/reps, and you'll get 50% off your first order with free shipping. That's feals.com/reps to become a member and get 50% automatically taken off your first order with free shipping. Feals.com/reps. The holidays are right around the corner. We've got Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. That means candy, lots of delicious foods that are not so great for us. And so there's Beachbody. Beachbody On Demand offers thousands of at-home workouts to help you keep your waistline in check and build healthy habits that survive even the most tempting holiday foods. This is the company behind P90X, Insanity, and 21 Day Fix. I personally like the Transform 20 with Shaun T. It's only 20 minutes. You get super sweaty. And he's super motivating, and he's not so bad to look at. They have hundreds of effective workouts for all fitness levels, including bodybuilding, weight training, cardio, HIIT yoga, and even dance workouts. You can view it on your computer, web-enabled TV, tablet, smartphone, Roku, Apple TV, Chromecast, and more. This is the best deal in fitness. All of our listeners can try it for absolutely free. To get a free trial membership, text REPS to 303030. You'll get full access to the entire platform, all the workouts, nutrition information, and support absolutely free. Just text REPS to 303030.
Okay, so I went to Coachella in a neck brace. It was awesome. I went one day. Mike, would you take us through, I guess, doing Coachella? Like what that was like for you, beginning to end?
There's a lot of people Instagramming themselves.
Yeah.
And to work your way around Instagram models. That's Coachella in a nutshell.
I saw a meme the other day. Is
that what you were asking?
Well, yeah, it's exactly what I was asking. Before I let you actually tell me the business, side and what it takes to make that thing work, or maybe some stories that you might have from.
Yeah, I want to hear the
Coachella.
good stories.
I did see a meme the other day that was saying that like Coachella was the best thing that ever happened to LA because it took all of the Instagram people out of LA. They all left.
Oh, that's funny.
And I'm laughing about Instagram when I
know.
Instagram.
Yeah.
But no, like for you guys planning that show, like when you found out you guys were gonna play it.
Oh, we find out roughly, I don't know, about 6 months before. Or by usually September the year prior, find out if we're doing it. Hold on. Can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so usually by September we find out that we're playing it for the entire. So by end of the year, at that point we just kind of keep it in the bank and know that we will have to work with stage designers and production people to come up with, a Dylan specific design. And then we usually start that process around November. And by January-ish, we're relatively full on. A design's been approved. Dylan likes it. We all approve it. In the meantime, I'm working on budgets to make sure we, are keeping things, moving in a business matter. So that's financially. And then we kind of just finalizing the bits and bobs of what companies are going to provide what gear, where we're going to rehearse, who's actually going to be working there, where we're going to sleep, how we're going to get there, how we're going to get to and from the festival. And then we kind of just chip away at the checklist as you get going. And then we start rehearsals. We try to loop them into like the show week. So we usually rehearse for the entire week prior to the festival, just in some warehouse or a facility that can hold a lot of lights and video panels and stuff. So, and then come show day is just, I usually go in a couple of days early to get checked in to the hotels, to the festivals, go walk the grounds with our security team, make sure that we have, action plans in place should an emergency happen. And then Dylan will arrive usually the night before. And he'll stay at the hotel with everybody. And from there, we'll get ready for show day. The crew loads in usually around 2 a.m. the night before. And they'll work from like 2 to 8 a.m., setting everything up and making sure it all works on stage. And then they'll load off stage, be stored to the side. So come showtime, we only have 30 minutes to set up everything back on stage and be ready to go. And at that point, we usually have we have our entire crew, which is around 40 people, but then we have an additional 25 people that are provided by the festival. So you have a good 60 or so people kind of helping you build whatever you're building. And then you hit start and start. I don't know. Once the show's on its way, it's kind of at that point just in God's hands. I don't know.
Jesus, take the wheel.
Nothing goes wrong, and
just hope.
Yeah,
Hope and pray.
we're all on comm systems, so we have microphones in different positions. Microphones in different positions spread throughout the stage as well as at the soundboard, so we can be communicating to the whole team. Should issues arise, the festival goer should not know about them because we're trying to take care of them without them realizing. So, and then after the show's done, our semi truck pulls to the stage and we break down as fast as possible, put the beer in the truck, and send it away.
And that you said that
And
that's
then
about.
we usually.
How much time do you usually have to? How much time is that usually to kind of
break
get your
down.
stuff off the stage because someone else has to be loading on, right? Typically.
Yeah, we're usually off stage in 6 to 8 minutes.
Oh
Oh my God. I thought you were going to say like 30 minutes.
And then we're usually within 2 or 3 hours. So, because we have to take like the individual lights off and break down the individual pieces, make sure they can all fit into to get shipped out.
So with like rehearsal happening, obviously you said like Dylan doesn't show up till like the night before, day before. Rehearsing,
Mm-hmm.
do you already have like a pretty good like a base set of what he's going to be playing, and you guys are just checking sort of lights and video and all that kind of stuff? Is that?
If it's a good day, we do, but most of the time we don't. So it's more or less just going off of the song he's going to play,
Mm-hmm.
and then he comes in for rehearsals, which he'll usually sit for about 2 days to sit with our creative team. That's when we can really dial in transitions and intros and chorus, yada, yada, yada. So,
I think if I went to Coachella, I would just want to watch the setup and the cleanup of the stages.
Well, just
Like,
Katie's a
It's like
party planner.
behind the scenes.
Yeah, so I do like event production, and I don't think I would want to watch any of the music. I would just go set up in the front, watch everything. That's what I did when you were at regionals. Everyone went to get drinks and stuff during the breaks, and I would sit and watch all the volunteers moving everything and building everything. And then when it comes time for the music, I just go take a nap or something. Oh my God. Because I'm too short to enjoy any sort of music festival.
She would need to be in the front to be able to see, and if she was in the front, she would die.
I would die. But I just want to watch the setup and the cleanup
get
and call it a day.
When it comes to deodorant, performance matters. You don't want to be the stinky, sweaty person in the gym. I mean, you're going to sweat, but you definitely don't want to stink. And that's where Native comes in, because it's natural and it actually works. It does its job. It'll keep you smelling fresh all day. And Native deodorant doesn't just block odor better, it's made better. Native has ingredients you've heard of like coconut oil, shea butter, and tapioca starch. It's also vegan and never tested on animals. Aluminum forms a plug in your sweat glands to keep you from sweating. That's why Native never uses ingredients like aluminum, parabens, sulfates, or talc. They have over 10 scents, including rotating seasonals. Native has something for everybody. Their most popular classic scents are coconut and vanilla, lavender and rose, cucumber and mint, and citrus and herbal musk. Our favorite, as we've said before, is the coconut vanilla. Do what we did and make the switch to Native today by going to nativedeo.com/reps or use promo code reps at checkout and get 20% off your first order. That's nativedeo.com/reps or use promo code reps at checkout for 20% off your first order.
I mean, that's cool. I'm obsessed with that stuff for some reason, too. I was on tour with John Mayer in 2010.
Oh my God, you just got Katie so excited.
I love John Mayer. Did you watch his Instagram live where he made an 8 out of tape and scissors?
Where he made,
Okay.
I did not.
Yeah, everyone's like, what do you mean? Well, now you're going to have to explain it.
Wait, don't
Well, if
all of you
anyone's-
watch his Instagram live?
If anyone's a real John Mayer fan, they will watch his Instagram live, and they're hilarious. That's it.
He made an 8, like a number 8.
He's really into cutting out numbers, and he did a whole live, and I watched the whole thing, and it really made my day.
Of him cutting out numbers.
Did you learn
You have to be a
anything?
super fan if you want to watch somebody cut numbers out on a piece of
It
paper.
was super therapeutic, like just really relaxing to watch.
Oh my God. Just stop.
It was
You're
therapeutic
so
to watch
weird.
John Mayer cut a number 8 out of a piece of paper.
Okay, you know what?
That's when you know you're famous. It's like, I don't even really have to do anything. I'm just going
I'm
to
just
sit here
gonna
and
cut
cut
this
numbers. I'm going to cut numbers out on this piece of paper right now. Yeah. Hey, anybody want to watch me brush my teeth? Hey.
Okay, you know what? There's going to be a few people that watch that too, and we're all going to just band together.
We're going to get some more fans.
We're
Perfect.
gonna get a lot more followers after this.
All right, now you can go back, Mike, to telling us about being on tour with John Mayer. Now that Katie's got it out of her
She's
system.
gotten her fan moment out of the way.
Gina just
I'm
let
not
me
gonna
hold
lie,
the
I
microphone.
freaked out.
Katie, you got to
During
stop
that whole
talking
time?
because Mike's trying to tell this story. Continue.
I mean, yeah. Well, the long story short is I just used to wake up early and watch him load in. There's really nothing to it.
Damn it, you weren't actually friends with him? Sheesh.
No, I stole his phone number but he's never answered. He's never answered. I'll text him.
I have a feeling he wouldn't answer for me either.
He's like, this
I don't know.
Katie
I'm
person has to
sending-
stop calling.
What if I just send him videos of me cutting out 8s or 9s?
I don't know what to say. to that.
I'm assuming he's changed it, but I'm texting it to Brooke now. If you guys want to call him later.
Yes.
I'm too nervous. I'm in a full sweat right now. Full sweat, just nervous. About,
He said, because Gina
I'm
didn't
sorry.
have,
I got up to try to refill our champagne,
Yeah.
but there is none left.
Gina didn't have
missed
her
it.
headphone in. So what he was saying is that, because he said that he got up early to watch John Mayer like load in.
Oh, yeah?
And he goes, long story short, this is what I did. And Katie was like, oh, I thought you were going to say so you're saying you're not best friends with him?
Yeah, if you were Brooke, you would say he was your best friend. She calls everyone her best friend.
And Mike said that he stole his phone number,
No.
but he won't return his calls or texts.
Oh.
He just texted it to you, so maybe next week on the podcast, if you guys will let me back, we'll call John Mayer.
Oh, my God. We're not doing that.
We called John Mayer on our podcast. All right, guys, we're going to try calling
We should
John
just,
Mayer.
every single podcast, try to call John Mayer at the beginning of it and just see if he
You know
answers.
what? I'm going to start my
It's
own
just-
podcast. It's me calling John Mayer weekly.
For the entire 30 minutes. Wait, guys, I'm pretty sure this time he's going to pick up.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, back to poor Mike, who's
No,
laying on his
he was
bed
starting
trying to get this over with.
He was starting to tell about John Mayer,
Oh, okay.
but you had just handed off the microphone to Katie, and
I'm
and then
sorry.
she starts talking. I was like, stop
I know I was in
talking.
charge of it. Sorry. Caught me sleeping on the job, drinking on the job.
Is there someone that I mean, in a perfect world, I'd love to know
Yeah.
like an artist, either one that could be living or deceased, that you would have loved to manage for.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one. Don't say Michael
honestly,
Jackson or R.
any
Kelly. It's too
art-
controversial right now. It's too soon.
Too soon.
Honestly, if there's any artists that I love, I don't want to work for them.
Oh, good answer.
True.
Good answer.
Same. Totally same.
I just would rather just be a fan and appreciate their music, because I don't think not everybody is exactly how they are perceived to be, you know?
That's true.
What about Johnny Cash?
I feel like he'd be horrible to.
I mean, he was a dick, but I would love to watch him every night.
Yeah, you're right.
I have a question. Did you see?
I mean, I love him.
Did you go see anyone
What's
when you
that?
were at Coachella, or were you just working? And if you didn't get to see,
Oh, yeah.
who would you have
Um,
wanted to see if you could?
This year.
This
This year.
I saw, so first weekend I didn't really see anybody, or I saw my friend's band called Turnstile, but they're a smaller like punk band, which was really cool to see a band like that play Coachella. And then Saturday night I didn't watch anybody. Weekend one. Sunday, I'm obsessed with this guy from Ireland called Dermot Kennedy.
Oh, I've heard of him.
And he's amazing, and he played Sunday at 6:00, and we were on Sunday as well. So I went to the venue early and checked him out. And also, my friends now work for that girl named Billie Eilish.
I love her.
So I went and watched her. I went to her rehearsals before Coachella and watched like a full run through there, and then I saw her at Coachella. And yeah, that was weekend one. And then weekend two, I had my friend join me. So I was like trying to be a good host as well as like not trying to work the whole time. Hopefully Dylan doesn't listen to this. So Dermot Kennedy, I saw it. But then weekend two, I went and watched 1975. What did we see that? All right, 1975 Friday, and then Saturday. Saturday Dylan had a pool party,
Mm.
and then we rushed back to see Griffin, the DJ Griffin.
Oh yeah,
Oh, that.
Very
yeah.
good show.
I like Griffin.
Very good show. If you guys want to know what kind of music I like, and this is going to offend some of your fans, and I'm sorry, but I like music that of a basic white blonde girl from Arizona.
Okay, this is
So,
so this is the perfect time for us to for you to tell, mostly Gina, because she'll love this. Your from Spotify, your year in 2018 playlist.
Yes. Tell me.
I'm like a basic sorority girl that listens to metal and hardcore, that also will only listen to acoustic versions of pop ballads and Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey.
That was on 2018.
His like
his 2018 playlist.
Because Spotify made you a
It'll tell
playlist,
you.
and I was with him, and we were just laughing about it because like what his first songs were in comparison to like what mine were on my list.
You can tell a lot about a person.
It's like exactly like that, just ballads and Mariah Carey. But I say that because Gina loves music that like I'll roll in when she's like in the bathroom getting ready, and I'm like, oh my god, like are you in here crying?
Oh yeah,
I do. I like some moody music. She's always like, God,
I don't
are you
listen to music
depressed?
in the shower because I'll just stay in there and cry.
Yeah, no, that's
the same.
Yeah, she
mood.
says it all the time. She's like, wow, are you like really depressed or like what's going on? I'm like, no, I just really like this. It's just moody music.
Yeah, mood. I always like I'll find myself when I'm in like, you know, a sad mood or whatever and listening to music that's not necessarily making me happy. It's really hitting home, you know? And I'm like, wow, I need to try and change this, but I can't. And I just like keep changing the song and it's like sad.
No, you've gotten into my car before and you're like, really? Is this what we're going to listen to? Can we please change this? I'm like, fine, give me one of your playlists.
All right, Mike.
Thanks for being with us.
Yeah, thanks for jumping on a call. I know that it was really last minute.
That's
it.
Hey,
you did it.
I'm gonna let you know how it goes with John Mayer, but if I might need your help, okay?
Okay.
I mean, I can offer literally no help, but I'm just looking at what I can do.
But between you and me, I think we're gonna make it happen.
I have faith
in you, Mike.
I feel more confident now than I did an hour ago.
Hey,
he's like, I don't.
That's what I'm here for.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, that's what you're here for.
Someone needs confidence. That's all that matters.
Oh, it's me.
All right.
All right, you're the best. Thank you so much for taking a little bit of time.
No worries. Just send me who I need to make this invoice out to.
Yeah, you can make it out to Katie Hunt.
Yeah, exactly. Wiley Weddings.
Send your invoice to Wiley Weddings. But I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Get some rest before
All
that
right.
red
Bye,
eye.
guys.
All right, bye.
Wow.
That was awesome.
I love him.
Such a good guy for just letting us call him in the middle of what he's doing.
Because you guys know that sometimes me and Gina just don't have a plan. But since we have Katie on and I got to go running here in just a second, I feel like, what are you looking at me for? Yeah, I have to run.
I thought we already worked out together today.
Brooke's an actual athlete. That's the difference.
She does more than one workout.
Yeah, I know. It's like 3 usually.
No, occasionally.
That's
no,
so
but I think this
dumb.
is the perfect time for you to plug Wiley Weddings.
Oh, hey.
Plug it, bitch.
I don't know how to do that.
Well, tell people about it.
Well, I do event.
Just make sure you
can't
talk
hold the
Just
microphone.
No,
make
she
sure
doesn't
you
get to hold
talk
it.
into the microphone.
Well,
Not on it. It's not a dick.
No.
Don't put your mouth on it. It's a very substantial sized penis if it were. Go ahead.
Well, I do event coordination, wedding planning, works with brides and grooms to make their day happen. I'm a florist.
She is a florist. She's a
she's the best
fantastic
florist.
florist. If
I'm
you guys-
Gina's personal florist.
Mhm.
Yes.
I do anniversaries, funerals, if anyone's,
needs flowers
Dying.
for that.
put it in your will, Gina.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, because I'm just right around the corner. Thanks, Katie.
No, I already told you I'll never let you die.
Thank you.
So Wiley
We're gonna
Weddings,
freeze
since people are like, oh my God, these cackling hens.
Best friends.
We're best friends. So Wiley Weddings,
yeah.
Santa Cruz, California.
We travel everywhere.
She travels everywhere.
If you pay for it.
So do you have a website
Yeah.
or an Instagram for Wiley Weddings?
Yeah, it's all Wiley Weddings.
Okay, well, plug it.
Wylie. It's my middle name. Is Wiley. That's
really
where it
cute.
came from.
I didn't know that.
Katie Wiley.
You're my best friend. Catherine Wiley sounds better.
Okay, Catherine Wiley.
And my social security number
Catherine
is...
Wiley sounds old.
Catherine Wiley Hund.
Okay, Now we're all laughing at my name.
Katie
That's
Wiley.
cool.
No,
Yeah.
Katie Wiley's young.
And did you
Catherine
know
Wiley's
that Hund
old.
means dog in German?
We brought you on here, the Hound.
I'm not the Hound.
We're gonna call her the Hound from Game of Thrones.
I'm gonna my new puppy. I'm gonna name Wiley.
That's
Wiley
a great-
Hound.
There was a random guy at the gym that his dog was named Wiley, spelled exactly the same as my.
Yeah, because it's a good dog name.
This is a good dog name.
Well, it's my name too.
I know. Everyone's like, you guys are such bullies.
Only to each other. All right, so
Sitting too close
Wiley
to
weddings. If you need any event planning or or florals
Florals.
or flowers done, Katie's great. She's
If
amazing.
you want a birthday party, if you know anyone that's turning 48 this year.
49.
49.
Damn.
Best
I
friends.
know. So close to 50.
49. If anyone you know is turning 49 and needs like a really nice dinner party, you can come to my secret garden in the backyard.
You're their girl.
It is amazing. At Katie's house, she has tons of plants and things where when she's doing florals or arrangements or things like that, she just goes outside and
Yeah.
Picks the
She
things
throws
that she
amazing
needs.
parties. You just have to clean up the dog poop.
I'm a good forager, but I'm not a good dog poop picker upper.
No, you're
I'm a good forager.
not. Dog poop picker.
I don't
I only
forage.
like picking up hot poop, not cold poop.
Okay, I would rather
That's a
do
whole
the
nother
old hard poop.
conversation.
Yeah, we got to wrap
That's
this
a whole
up.
other one. We're going to wrap it up. Love you guys. Thanks for listening. I know that Katie's crazy. We will definitely table the idea of having her back on. Feel free to leave in the comments if you want her back.
I'm just assuming this was my first and last time, so it's been great talking to you all. And if I ever see you again,
We'll let you know if Sharer gets a hold of John Mayer.
So,
oh my gosh,
Gina.
people are going to be wondering if I'm going on a date with John Mayer.
Okay, so we'll definitely
Okay,
try
it's
and
gone
call
to a
John
date
Mayer.
now. Yeah, she's
All right.
delusional.
What do we need people to do for us, Gina Marie?
We need you to rate, review, subscribe, 5-star rating. And yeah, we love you guys and thanks for listening.
Yeah, hopefully you were entertained or enjoyed meeting Katie and enjoyed meeting Mike. And we'll talk to you next week.
Bye, guys.
Talk to you if they let me back.
Okay.
All right, bye, guys.
Bye.